What did you find out in the application process that you wish you had known earlier? I guess in my first time applying, I wish I really would have looked at the quotas of particular schools and had a realistic idea of, how competitive am I for the two spots that this school might save for people outside of Western Ontario or something like that, and not spent the time and money applying to that school, knowing that it's very unlikely that I would get an interview and then very unlikely that I would get a spot if I was asked for an interview. There's that one. Um, I feel like it would have been nice to know a little bit more of the interview process and how it worked before my first set of interviews, but I feel like I answered that well enough. And if people still had more questions, they can always reach out to me. Um, what else? It is pretty straightforward. I think they say that there's um, like 5 supplemental points or something for Dow that they give like discretionary points for. I'm trying to remember exactly what those were used for. I think it was like extenuating circumstances, like if I don't even know what I would say about them, like um, if you had like a family member pass away, or you're a refugee that fled like a really difficult situation in your country and you might have needed more time to do X, Y, and Z, that will give you maybe some leeway in them like not taking points off because you didn't do this, or maybe they might give you some extra discretionary points. And I don't want to say that that's 100% certain, but that's just what I think I remember from talking to someone who I knew who was on the admissions committee. um, that's all I can really think of right now. There's not a whole lot that I didn't mention already, I think. um, they probably won't want you to talk about COVID, because every single person in their application letter is probably thinking about, I wanted to be a doctor because I saw how, so and so reacted to the COVID pandemic. I mean, maybe that's true. If you can twist it in a unique way, like maybe you had a family member that passed away because of COVID. Okay, yeah, that's really something that you should mention. But if you were sitting at home and you learned how to bake sourdough and you're talking about how hard COVID was for you, maybe it was, but maybe it really wasn't when you really put it in perspective. If you are going to talk about it, make sure that it comes from a genuine place and that you're not just making stuff up or fluffing a, a story that really isn't that genuine, because they'll be able to see right through that.